I really like to get some maps of Europe. Muscovy is stronger than us, but they're not technologically advanced relative to us. At least not for the moment. So we are going to have to wait for this Ottoman War to end, and it just did. So hopefully Delhi will take this, good. And we'll see where that leads. Is that Nogai? So there is a Nogai-Uzbek war going on. It looks like Nogai is losing, probably with largely Timurid troops take care of that. But up here, Nogai is winning. No, the Timurids are not involved in that war. So I could take a look to see exactly who is. It's just Nogai Conquest, so it's a one-on-one fight, with Nogai losing here for the moment, and Nogai winning here. Uzbeks survived against Muscovy, losing only some territory in here. I guess they couldn't get the war score that they needed. I don't think I'm going to plan any wars directly with Ming quite yet. I'd rather just snatch up some of this territory that they lost. And I might as well get some territory there. So we've captured a fort, that is good. And it also allows us to move our troops next to each other as soon as we've got a sizable garrison here. When Samarkand falls, we should see a nice bump in our war score, and I think they're going to try defending Samarkand, and they're going to be successful in that effort. Alright, so Timurids were strong when we pushed into this war, and they're able to consolidate more troops in any specific place than we are. We fought a two-front war, and our manpower reserve suffered as a result. Ooh, Delhi separate pieced out. I do not like that at all. Don't like that. We still have Bengal. And Ardalan seems to be independent. So we're going to try piecing them out as soon as possible. I'm not going to drag this war on for much longer. We really need Samarkand, and then we can send the peace demands. Alright, so 47 war score. Just waiting for this guy to reach 20 so that we can fabricate a claim. Let's get out of here. I don't want any losses. Looks like they're going east, but I still don't want any losses. And this is Kalka, so we're going to demand a fabricated claim on Dornogovi. Have a guy back, and next month we will end this war. Actually, we're going to try knocking out Ardalan first. So now, instead of 48 war score, we have a 50. They really want to make us pay. And I'd really not like to lose troops. As we're going to anger one of our states here, buddy up to one of them. I think that we will side with our emirs. They like us. And we could try maxing out a little bit longer. Or we could get this. I think we're actually going to do that. Merchant guilds we could take some money from if we give them monopoly charters. I think that's a fine idea. Our ulama would give us some if we give them cash. Okay, I don't want our war exhaustion that high because it affects our manpower. But that's not too much of a problem. So Bengal is starting to lose war enthusiasm, so I think we will peace out. So what do we want? Take their forts. We can apparently take a lot. And that will make them very unhappy, which is the way we like our Timurids. Okay. Don't see any reason why we couldn't do that peace deal. We could potentially give Bengal something. But if they're not going to be unhappy with us, we will just give this peace because they didn't give us coach. That seems like a perfectly fine deal. We conquered Bukhara as we wanted to, getting that manpower recovery speed. So I'd prefer not to increase autonomy here. It's a nice inland center of trade. And this one's already 75, so we're going to do it there. We're not getting anything of value there. We're going to give Samarkand over to our merchant guilds. And we're going to sit our troops in Samarkand and Bukhara. I'd like to reduce our overextension, because we're going to do that anyway. And that was expensive to accomplish. But I think we will ultimately be much stronger for having taken that. I don't think we really need both these forts. We're going to get rid of this one. It's not protecting anything valuable. Bukhara, however, is protecting Samarkand, and it's protecting this pathway into our capital. So anyone moving into this province, or this province, is going to be forced to move into Bukhara. Okay, Nogai. Now we border and we can see them. We could push through here into Nogai. They're weak, but we just simply don't have the manpower to do that. Timurids are going to have to start giving up some of this territory, it appears. Unable to core it. So this one as well. And nice. So they sold it off to Bengal. They were able to core that and that, so they'll retain this territory. I think the Timurids are in bad shape, and they're going to start suffering financially as a result of all the loans they almost certainly had to take out during that war. We're going to take a quick look at the Timurid economy. So now their income is only 19 ducats. They have very low prestige. They have a lot of inflation. Treasury's pretty empty. And let's see where that leaves them in the world ranking. So now they were knocked out of the top 5. And when we take a look at the Timurids here, we can see 0.12 deducted from their admin for having loans. That means they have 6 loans. That is exactly how I like my Timurids when they're a hostile neighbor. Broke and in debt. And we can actually stop paying our troops so much. And that inflation, 16%. We'll try to bring that down over time, but it is not our top priority at the moment. Japanese tea culture, increasing the price of tea. And that affects us probably not at all. No, we do have some tea right here. We just picked up some tea. So we thank you for your contribution to our economy, Japan. 25 spy powers, so we can now... Where is that? It's a coach, so we can fabricate a claim, pull this guy back, and start working on the spy network again. The Ottomans have cancelled that, but now we see one province. They took that from Ardalan. I believe, no. They've had that. Yeah, that was originally from Ardalan. Once you see one of somebody's province, you can click on it and see their capital. They do like us, we're the same religion, we hate the Timurids, and we declared war on the Timurids. So we're going to capitalize on that, set them as friendly, and see if we can eventually get a royal marriage. So that is going to be our next diplomatic target. Our royal marriage with the coach should expire at some point, probably when our guy dies, and then we'll lose that royal marriage and have one free slot. Do have some potential rebels here. Timurid rebels there. Uzbek. So we have the possibility of Uzbek rebels in here. It's a little surprising. And I'm wondering if we should... This is a 1-1-1 province. I'm not going to fight rebels over it, so we're increasing that autonomy. This province is a little bit more valuable to us. And the Timurids are hiring out mercenaries from Sind while they're at peace, so that means that they do in fact have rebel problems. At least very highly likely. And Muscovy is much more hostile to us. We're going to start improving relations again. They're invading the Golden Horde, and we don't want to be next. Okay, our corruption's still climbing a little. Once we get our admin tech up to 8, that'll put it off until we get our military tech to 11. So there's not a whole lot of incentive to go for Diplotech 10 unless we get global settler increase. And that's only valuable if we have a settler. So we're going to take the settler and get some more caravan power, bring in some money. As we indicated, one of our goals is going to be to close off Siberia to Russia. And we have to pick a policy. We can make it so that we don't need to leave troops in any of our colonies. But we're trying to colonize a lot of territory. And I think we should thus go for the fastest growth possible. We have a colonist, and right now we don't have the option to get any conquistadors. So my ideal place to colonize would be right here, but that's not an option yet. So we could go for this province. It's got a high chance of producing fur, and it could potentially move us up in that direction. I have an impulse to go for somewhere with a high probability of getting gold, but our economy is doing pretty well, and our biggest problem at the moment, economically speaking, is inflation. So I'd actually probably like to take this. There. And then if Muscovy takes this province of the colony, we'll have a second opportunity to close them off. And that seems like a very respectable goal. So we're going to send 2,000 guys north. Our troops a little. Halfway should be fine. Got a little bit of manpower back. And I don't really want to spend any money right now. I'm just checking to see if we desperately need a marketplace anywhere. Or a mosque. Here it would pay for itself. One here would definitely pay for itself. I think we're going to do that. One there. I'm just going to leave that guy there for now. Diplo reputation has increased. And we're going to put this off until we get up to Tech 8. Give us some more states. And counterbalance some of this corruption. Okay, we push into Kurgan, which is here, and that is not going to happen. So I think we're going to try getting our manpower back. If I increase Diplo rep, we stand a much better chance of getting a royal marriage with the Ottomans, but we're going to have to get those relations up a bit. Muscovy is having rebels right there, but they should be able to put them down.